важно для вас, для вашей компании, и что вы видите в развитии?
Sure.
Yeah, let's switch to English. Yeah.
Yes. So, just to introduce a little bit about our company, we're a mini information laboratory, Лаборатория Упаковки Смыслов in Russian, and what we do, just to sort of give a perspective, because that will lead in how we use YouTube and what we want from it, is we take any communication pieces, especially educational pieces, and we extrapolate meaning from it. And we form that meaning, and we use a methodology, CHARAT method, that's a typology methodology, to cater to any audience, so that when you see any educational piece, any communication piece that's created for corporate purpose or for general purpose, you can actually comprehend and understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very, very important to us, because that meaning gets lost in the myriad of content that's being created.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at YouTube from the business perspective, rather than, because from personal perspective, it's entertainment, you go, you search for something, and there's a bunch of videos about cats. And it's great, you know, whether it's...
Not just cats.
Not just cats, puppies too. You can't overlook puppies. But from the business perspective, at times it's difficult to differentiate professional content from non-professional content. What's a legitimate producer of content versus someone who shot a video at home, you know, how to. And sometimes those come handy as well, as in I need to know how to set up a hard drive. You know, how to set up a hard drive, and you get a bunch of videos. But then, you know, some are misleading in their content, and there's no way to verify which ones are reliable sources and which ones are not.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of go by, you know, do we have a YouTube channel? And we do, and we use it to communicate with our clients, with our partners, and it's certainly easier to integrate with other platforms than any other platform that allows you to upload video content. But then, from the metrics standpoint of view, it also provides you with very limited metrics, as in, you know, you can see how many people actually looked at your content, at your video, but where's the engagement with these people?
Actually, there is a whole analytics tool, let's say, that is available,
Right.
Which is much more advanced than, let's say, Google Analytics today.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives you all the engagement metrics as well.
But engagement from the behavioral standpoint, when I say engagement, what I actually mean is, can I ask a question and make my video interactive?
Mm.
Like something created in Captivate or
Right.
SCORM compliant format,
Right.
where if it is a how-to video and it's an educational content, can I ask a question and wait for a person to respond to my question and get the engagement that so that's the kind of engagement that I'm talking about. Because the metrics are great in the way that they are, and we love it. We love YouTube, but at the same time, it's kind of limiting if you want to use it in a more professional manner.
Yeah.
If you want to integrate it, and it's not part of learning management platforms or integrated. Because then you have to, in order to make it more professional, you have to integrate it with other tools and other platforms. And for us, that's the biggest hurdle that we see in utilizing YouTube more and less, and to make it more visible to our audience. But the videos are great. Again, you know, if I had to sort of formulate two main things that we would look for from YouTube, is to make sure that there are mechanisms to differentiate content. Where's professional created content versus the like personally created content, and having those engagement mechanisms and tools are available. If it's not YouTube created, then created and integrated with other providers, so that there's an availability in that.
Okay, thank you. That's very good comments, especially about the engagement part. I think that's something that actually the creators are much better at, because they usually in their videos, where it's professional content which is created, you know, not for you specifically, it's very difficult as you see to engage. Creators, they actually very often engage with the audience, ask questions, and tell people like, send me a video with your answers, etc. So creators actually are much better at that, but we are looking at ways to increase that as well. So thank you, Jan. So